this episode, we're going to start it with the swords. Okay?
Okay.
This is the No Prisoners podcast. John, Andrew, Rambo, and, you know, the Gilmar Tovar in charge of it's safe to say you're in charge of the ones and twos, although we don't have ones and twos.
I mean, we do over there somewhere.
We does over there.
What's the ones and twos?
The ones and twos.
Oh, turntables.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dang.
a lot's happened. John is back. You've been a busy guy.
Busy guy, definitely.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, though,
I
because
think so.
Tristan started painting cabinets in our shop.
Yeah.
Shout out, Tristan.
Yeah, I think I can buy new shoes now.
Noise.
These are ready to go.
I hope Tristan is wearing a mask when he's painting.
Not like me.
Not like you. Though I've come to your defense. Out in the streets, I came to your fence. Not your fence. Your defense. Every time.
I got
every
attacked.
time.
I got attacked for no.
You got attacked. Every person that had an opportunity to say some shit about you not wearing a mask said something to me, and I was like, you know what? Go get your own cabinet shop, and you can wear a mask.
And you can
if
drip
you want.
water condensation on that one final piece of cabinet.
I explained the story probably, I'm going to say 30 times, but it was more like 8. And I said, look, like, I understand the mask. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, John probably thinks that to himself. He's probably like, yeah, I should have a mask on right now. But you know what I'd rather not have? Fucked up cabinets.
Yeah, rather not paint again.
And what, we have to examine is the damage from painting the second time. Like painting 2 times with a mask on or painting 1 time without a mask on.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's what we're talking about here. Or maybe more than 2 times.
I also hope Tristan has better hand-eye coordination of putting the cabinets back into the drying rack.
I thought that kind of looked like
50% of my errors came from me touching the fucking cabinets when I was putting them back into the rack, which could just be no mask.
It looks like that game of Operation. When you guys do that, you like Gilmar's got a couple shots of you just like dropping doors into the spot.
Yeah.
It looks graceful, but I know watching you guys do it in the shop, I'm like always like, how do you guys not hit that? And I'm pretty sure I asked that, and you looked like your face was like this, like dead. He was like, and I was like, oh, you do that, and he's like, yeah.
No,
I was like, how do you not hit this? And he literally was just like, I was like, oh, touchy subject. I got you. So between that and the bats in the shop,
fucking bat piss,
guano.
We can't kill them though till after August. We can't really kill them anytime.
Well, I thought it was illegal to kill them all the time.
They're protected.
Yeah. You want to know why?
I'd love to hear it.
It's this dumb thing called white bat nose syndrome or something like that.
What the fuck?
They literally look like they're just on cocaine.
Really?
Like they just have like these messed up nose. It's like a fungal infection, I think. And then all the bats get it, and then they just die.
So
white
why
nose
can't
syndrome.
you kill them?
Yeah. Can humans get white nose syndrome? Humans are so selfish.
Yeah, why
right?
are we
The
asking
first question is, can humans get it? But I mean, honestly, though, that's not an unreasonable question considering the year we had in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You know? White nose syndrome is a disease that affects hibernating bats and caused by a fungus. Not even going to try that. You got that? Pseudoguimnachus destructanus. I made half of that.
Pseudoguimnachus.
I like the second part of it, though. It's destructans.
Or PD for short.
Or PD for short. Sometimes
Funny.
PD looks like a white fuzz on a bat's face. Yeah, look at you, dude. Look, he stuck his
So if we
face in
find
him.
bats like that, can we kill them?
I think, well, yeah, right?
Right, they're the white-nosed bats.
We haven't killed any bats yet because it's illegal, and we respect things.
But
like
if
that.
we were to, we should probably use like an air gun or a BB gun on high power.
Yeah, something with velocity.
I shot a mouse. You saw the video.
I saw the video.
Dude, I was laid up on Sunday, just chilling. I walk in, I open the pantry, and there's fucking mouse staring at me. He's just looking at me. It's like, well, one, this mouse is very brave. So I immediately grabbed the BB gun, and I hit him, and the BB bounced off of his head. So I reloaded because it kind of stunned him.
Wait,
Got it.
no. So take me back in. You have him in the cabinet,
I mean, he's in the pantry, right?
and this is your pantry.
Yeah,
That's
like the food
the
pantry.
cabinet doors.
Right.
One.
He's like munching on some
Not
potato
the
chips.
walk-in one.
No, the walk-in pantry.
Oh shit, he's in there.
He's munching on potato chips. I opened the door and he's looking at me. He's like, "Oh, this motherfucker." So I got the BB gun, pointed it at him, pumped it up, shot him right in the head. BB bounces off the head. Stunned him though. He like fell over. He wasn't dead.
He probably gave him CTE.
He wasn't dead. So pumped it up again, and the second BB went right through his eye. He fucking flopped around, died, fell into a box.
Don't you have like 5 cats living in
I
your
do.
house?
So I'm convinced the cats are retarded. They don't kill the mice.
Dude, that's what I don't understand. You sent me that video of you, and I was like, don't you have like a bunch of cats living in your house right now?
I have no ideas. So it has been a problem, but we haven't had a problem since I killed him. So he's done. It was good. That was my biggest proud moment on Sunday.
Do you feel like that got you, like, did you get back out onto the lake? And did you feel like you need to get out into the wilderness after that?
Probably,
You like
yeah.
You're like, dude,
Channel
I
the
need to go
energy.
fishing now.
Yeah.
I went hunting today. I need to go fishing.
Need to go fishing now.
Yeah.
It's good
So
stuff.
that was that. How's your leg feeling?
It's good. It's good.
Are you
Numb.
100% better? You're numb?
No, the whole leg's numb.
Which
Yeah.
this leg?
Yeah. Well, it's not numb there, but it's like numb. Like, feel how cold my ankle is. Yeah, not good. See, it's not good, dude. The whole it's fucking freezing cold, dude. So like
Alright,
the
that's
whole
interesting.
the whole left side I can't feel. I can't feel 3 toes. Something with the sciatic nerve.
Yeah, but does it feel good stretching, right? Like that?
Yeah, just sitting
Yeah.
like this,
Sitting cross-legged like a weirdo?
like a weird dude.
That's why I didn't want to call you out for it, but I was like, I
What
guess
do they
this
call
has
this? The
something to-
palatherum stretch. I don't know what it is.
What?
Polygram stretch.
Tella?
No, there's the pleurophium.
Pieces?
I don't know.
Yeah, in Jiu Jitsu, they teach you in Nogi to like when you grip on someone's legs, like you dig in.
Yeah, it's a
You're like,
weak
"Give me-
spot.
Get up in there. No, you don't like try and do it, but like that's how you hold on to them.
There's
so
a,
they can't get
There's
away
a
from
fucking pressure point underneath the knee.
you. Yeah.
And the doctor was checking me out. She like pushed really fucking hard.
She was like,
there.
"Does this hurt?"
Yeah, she's like, it's like a shock of.
Don't you
sting.
love when doctors do that? Like
They
you're
know-
already there
they
because you're
kn-
not okay.
They know it's.
And they're
hurt.
just like, "Does this hurt?" No. Does this hurt? No. It's like, why are you trying to hurt me?
So we've come to the conclusion
Does this
that
hurt? Dude,
it's
just
been too much bass fishing, and
That's-
time on the trolling motor.
That's the doctor's diagnosis.
Yeah, because she's like, have you been like, what's going on? I was
Have you
just-
changed anything in your life recently? Is that what she
Pretty
asked?
much. That's what she
And
asked.
she's like, yeah, I've become an addict. And she's like, oh no,
Oh no.
like, oh, what? And he's like, no, it's fish. It's okay. And she's just like, oh Jesus,
yeah,
trolling leg.
trolling leg. It's gonna be a thing.
I don't know, dude. There's probably a way you can spin this. You know what I'm saying? There's probably other dudes out there that like are like, oh man, my lower back right now.
Just hurts.
I just can't fish today, my lower back. And you're
Just
like, you
hurts.
know what?
let's go.
I can't. I got cold ankles. I'm still out there.
Yeah.
Did you catch anything when you went out there with your bum leg?
Yeah, I got 2.
So was it like you
It
were
was
like, I'm
raining.
good to go?
It was just pouring rain, but I went out anyway. Said fuck it.
Yeah, so it wasn't
tired of
even a
being
nice
inside.
day.
Yeah, so I spent like a whole week not going fishing. It was brutal. It was the worst week of my life, I think.
It just like kind of feels like you always just like
Dude, the samurai sword is a great prop to like hold around.
these
we're
aren't
just pretty
props.
much
These
gonna
are
be
just
waving around.
non-bladed samurai
That's
swords.
true.
If you look closely at these, my brother and I have had these for quite some time, and he lost his little like finger guard thing almost immediately.
So this is his?
No, possibly could have been mine, but
You
I'm
just
just gonna
go
say he lost his part
Oh.
because obviously, possession is 9/10 the
Yeah,
law,
yeah.
and I have the one that's not corrupted. But if you look closely, there's definitely some indications of wear and tear. But there's also like every now and then you can catch like a little mark. You're like, is that a tooth? Is that a tooth
Is
mark?
that a tooth been chewed on?
Is this like
Hilarious.
what's this part? Yeah, so I remember we had these. Shout out to my dad if he's listening. Most definitely probably is not. So I'm going to tell the story.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
So we got the swords, right? We were told we couldn't have the swords, but I was practically a grown ass man, right? I was driving at this point.
Andrew's 19. He's like, Dad, can I have the swords?
No, I wasn't that old. I was probably 17, maybe I was 18.
Okay.
Right, 18.
Pretty
years
old enough
to make the decision on whether or not. And at the time, I had a real samurai sword that he purchased me when I was like 12. So all of a sudden, not living with dad, 12. Yeah. Living with dad, 18.
No wooden swords.
No wooden swords in my house, right? So my dad went away on business. My brother and I had the swords for about 10, 15 minutes. We were in the basement. And I was like, you want a duel? And he was like, of course.
Yeah, what else
and
we
were
have
sitting
swords
there.
for?
My ex-girlfriend's on the couch, and she's like, you're gonna. And then sure enough, both of us cracked up like this and whacked the ceiling at the same time in my dad's face. And then we were like, oh, whatever. Whack. I mean, then we had to like figure out, like, do we patch it? My dad's like one of those dudes that's like the second, like my dad would come in the front door of his house and be like, there's something wrong with the basement ceiling. Like, that's the type of dude he is. It's like you would have to go out of your way. Like, you couldn't, like, you know, if you're walking through the woods, you want to hide your footprints or whatever, you like put some sticks and you brush it up. Like, he knows to look for that.
The brush up.
So you got to like double brush somehow. You got to figure out how to like throw them off the trail by like throwing other trails out there. So like when you get caught by Jim Man, you got to get caught for like what you want to get caught for.
Right.
There's obviously a much bigger plot at play here. So that's how we roll.
Samurai sword.
Yeah, so we chose I chose to patch my hole and Timmy chose to patch not his hole.
Oh shit.
So we went 50-50 on it. So like we figured, you know, he would the matter of fact would be that he's going to be real mad, but he's going to be less mad if there's only one blemish. So we're like, well, he'll notice if something's patched here, but will he notice if like there's a blemish over here and this is patched over here?
Damn, dude. So what happened?
We got caught.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, but then my brother abruptly moved out like probably around that same time anyway, so I don't think it was a real concern of his. I probably took the brunt of the the yelling for that
sword,
but it was fine, dude. We still have them to this day. And honestly, of all the things in the office besides the didgeridoo, like this feels like you got some
stout,
some power. There. Like sometimes when people come to the office and you know, when things get a little tense, I just like I see it over there. And I'm like, oh, man, you know what? I'm kind of bored right now. I'm going to pick this up. But, like, then you get, like, that energy inside you. And somebody might get, like,
dropped.
What'd you say about the tile work? You know what I'm saying? It could be that.
Under warranty?
Could be that.
Hit him.
What, What are you doing for your leg? You just stretching?
Stretching, chiropractor, masseuse.
What has been the most improvement resource?
Time, probably. I don't
Yeah.
know. I fucking don't know. Some days it hurts, some days it doesn't. It's numb all the time.
Do you sleep?
It started to, yeah.
Oh, this was affecting your sleep.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks.
Oh,
Damn.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Let's not talk about the knee.
No,
Nobody
man.
wants to talk about the leg, the bass leg.
Your bass leg, dude, but that's how hard. That's the point,
That's how
though.
hard I fished.
That's the point I'm trying to draw here. Is that
Dude.
there's a lot of people that were like, oh, yeah, John's like, you know, buying fish and then just saying he caught them.
Dude,
And I'm like, nah, dude, the guy fished so hard he actually got hurt.
Dude.
How many people do you know that have been hurt fishing?
Zero.
No one has fished harder than my man John here.
Yeah. He was
Right?
fishing in the rain the other day.
Because he's a tough guy. So,
It's
like, for
beautiful.
him to go down fishing, that's the dedication we had here. So, if you're listening and you talk shit,
Dude,
let's see your
I'm getting ready.
injuries.
I got the tournament stuff ready for fishing.
That's what I'm saying.
Little cull tags where you lip them. You put the little tag on the lip and like you can mark what size they are. So because you can only have 5 fish.
Mm.
So when you catch one bigger than the other 5, you put the littlest one back.
Are you gonna do?
Got that.
Are you gonna do a tournament soon?
I think so. I'm gonna start with there's a Wednesday night series called the Lunker Series. It's one fish, biggest fish wins.
Every
Name a
Wednesday
partner.
night.
Every Wednesday night. I'm gonna go out with Marley.
Dude,
we're doing-
we should go up there with
we're
like
gonna
the
do the-
drones and
Dude.
just kind of like
Just- yeah.
swoop in. And you know, we'll set up the microphones and we'll just sit over by the truck and commentate. We're over here by what's your boat's called?
I don't know. We gotta name it.
Oh my God!
never-
You have a boat out on rough water without a name?
It's not rough water.
It's rough enough for you to get hurt.
Yeah. That
It's
is
like I'm
true.
thinking there's rapids out there. I was like, yo,
I
like,
did almost fall in the other day. It was dead calm. Almost fell right in. That would have sucked.
what do you mean?
I don't know. I just tripped.
Oh, you were just walking. And you're
I'm a big guy to have on like a boat that's not that wide, and like the whole thing's like when I walk around. It's not very stable. It's a small boat. Small boat, dude. I'm
do you
ready
feel
for
like you're ready for a championship?
I feel like I'm ready to test it out. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? That's like what I explain to people with jiu-jitsu. It's like, what would be the point of doing all of this
We didn't
if
compete.
I'm not going to compete?
Definitely.
And then people are like, oh, no, I just want to hang out. And I'm like, I kind of understand that.
People who
but
say that they
I'm not
just want to
that way.
hang out, in my opinion, is a defense mechanism for them not putting in their all and fear of failure.
Yeah, but
So if-
sometimes
so-
I think
so
people like to
people-
just chill on things that I don't know how
I've
to
watched
do
a
that.
lot of professional anglers or fishermen, you want to call it, on YouTube.
I like anglers better.
And there are numerous guys that are like, well, you know, these bass opens are, you know, I don't really like. I really try if I wanted to go to the next level, but I don't want to. So they're just basically bitching out on actually like putting their heart into it and like failing themselves, which they should, right? So same thing with jiu-jitsu. People are like, hey, I'm just here because I like to. It's like, well, like,
Well, that's like what I kind of honestly like having hung out with Silas.
yeah.
Like I'm kind of going through some shit right now in terms of like who do I want to train with?
yeah.
Like
You wanna
who
get
do
better.
I want to coach? Who do I want to coach me? Like who do I want to pay for all these private sessions that I do?
Yeah.
Like who like
Dude,
I want to
really
be I don't
enjoyed-
want to go and not I don't want to go and get my ass kicked.
I really
so I need
enjoyed
help.
your YouTube videos on.
They're getting better. I haven't put out the good ones yet. I
Oh.
got two
You start
I,
chopping them up.
I started thinking about how like I just started throwing them together and then I was like
You need like an intro
let's
and
do
an
this
outro.
and
Just
then
do
I
an
need-
intro and outro.
Yeah, and I didn't do the intro and outro the first couple times. And then I did that, and then I made sure to do it this past weekend.
Yeah.
The last 2 weekends, or last 2 or 3 weekends that I don't think are up yet, like were really good training.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make for like I got thrown the one day like off
Like
camera.
across the room.
Yeah,
Guy's like, "Fuck
we
you,
were
Andrew."
laughing. I just like lost hold of the position I was in, and just we rolled, and I just like went.
Awesome.
I tried to choke a black belt with his own belt on camera, and he knows the cameras are on, so he felt what I was trying to do and just kind of laughs, and then like I don't realize it, but like you look at the camera, he's taking my belt off as he's laughing, and then starts choking me with my belt, and I don't know. I'm trying so
Savage.
hard to choke him with his.
Yeah.
That like I get choked.
Damn. You can
So-
do that? You can choke with a belt?
I didn't know you could do
Free
that.
game.
Oh yeah, there's
King.
some dirty moves. There's this one move that I haven't had anyone teach me yet, but I've seen this applied in like tournament settings where like when they grip up right away, this kid like wraps his one lapel off of his gi. He like pulls it out of his belt, wraps it around the dude's arm, and then turns into it, like under the arm. And then just keeps doing that. And then the kid's arm is just twisted the fuck up.
Oh, fuck.
Up in there. It's
Inside
like
the gi.
kid like I don't know. It's I would type in like gi. I would type in gi a gi arm submission. Yeah, see, like it's like that, but it's kind of standing up though. Standing. Gi arm submission standing.
It's like an actual move.
Yeah. But this happens or go down. I'll tell you right. It's like a tournament. Maybe it's that. Yeah, it's that one. That one.
This one?
Yeah, it's this one. This kid is destroyed. He is so upset about this. Like, he's like, "Oh, trapped you, bitch." Oh,
Wow.
again.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that kid. Look at this kid's other face. He's just like, "What the?"
Oh, shit. He just wrapped it up in his gi.
He's like,
Oh,
"Dude,
he's
that
so
was."
mad.
He's
He
so
was so
mad.
mad 'cause
He's so mad. Go back and watch that again, just so you can see like. So what he does is
He
he's
was
waiting
so
for him. He's
shocked.
waiting for him. Look, he's holding his gi, traps him, locks, turns under his arm. His arm's completely tied up right now.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now imagine if you went up to that kid and you picked a fight with him and it was fall
And his coat on.
and you have a coat on, and he has a coat on, and then next thing you know, your wrist is broken, and you're like, oh, what just happened? He's like, I broke your wrist with my jacket. You're welcome. You know, it's kind of like stuff like that.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking competition, you watching any Olympics?
Yeah,
you guys
that's
talk about this last time,
dude.
Dude,
Did you listen to last week's episode?
No,
I got a little
no.
upset about the Olympics.
yeah.
This is what I think about the Olympics, right? So basically, the Olympics need a complete revamp.
Okay.
In summary of last week's episode, the Olympics need to be seen as like the option other than war. It's like we have war, and then we have the Olympics, right? If we go and we're going to the Olympics and we're sending the shittiest athletes from our country, right? That means like in a war we'd probably get our ass kicked, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because like
we're
we've been
not
dominating.
Sending,
We've
we're
been
not sending the best.
dude. We've been dominating the last Olympics, all of them, right? Since we were alive, right? We're getting shit on this Olympics.
Except for
What? Shooting.
swimming,
Shooting. Yeah. What did we look at the other day?
What?
Swimming we're dominating at.
Like the
I think
tally?
we always
Let's
do.
see the medals. Yeah.
We
So
lo-
basically, we got into it last week. Me and
soccer we
Gilmore.
did not do well at, right?
No, because America didn't get in to the soccer.
Damn, China's still number one. What the
Yeah,
See, that's what I'm
China.
telling you. Look at this.
They got-
We're leading overall in medals, but not by much, and they're smoking us in the gold.
No, we're losing him.
We're-
Wait.
Overall, we have
Oh,
73
yeah.
medals.
73.
Yeah, we didn't smoke.
China
them
is
gold.
69. That's not that far behind. We're getting smoked in the Olympics this year.
Who's ROC?
Russia.
We're assuming it's Russia.
We're assuming Russia.
C is silent.
ROCK. Yeah, so my whole thing on last week's episode, won't get into it again, but I was like, we need to delete a ton of these sports from the Olympics.
They should add fishing into the Olympics.
Dude, there are so many dumb sports in the Olympics. There is rhythmic gymnastics. Do you know what that is? That's
No.
what set me off last week.
The
Rhythmic
the
gymnastics.
synchronized swimming doesn't really seem like an Olympic sport, but it is.
Rhythmic gymnastics is when they twirl the ribbon and they do a dance,
Oh, there you
right?
go. Here's a
So look at all these things, right? All of these things we pretty much get rid of them all, right? Jiu Jitsu's not a thing in the Olympics. We keep some of the shooting, sailing, BMX.
They have the Winter Games for the BMX.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. Like none of the reason nobody cares about the Olympics isn't because of the corona. It's not racist or nationalist bullshit. It's because there's too many dumb sports.
Water polo.
Water polo we're gonna keep.
They have taekwondo, karate, and judo.
And karate is dumb.
Yeah. That's just style points.
Yeah, I was watching it this
Karate's
morning,
dumb.
and there was just too many sports going on at once. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, dude, the Olympics, like when the X Games first came out, I don't watch X Games anymore, but when they first
Mm.
came out, they had downhill luge, half pipe, a couple BMX things, and that was it. They were low budget, and they were exciting because you had,
Right.
like, you knew everybody was watching the same thing.
Trampoline gymnastics.
Who cares about it, about majority of the stuff? Nobody.
I don't think golf should be an Olympic sport. I know they pushed for it a couple, 8 years ago or whatever.
Hockey, and it's not hockey, it's field hockey.
Trash.
Trash. Equestrian, like
Golf has enough going on. The best golfers in the world, I don't even think played.
No, I mean the best soccer players aren't playing for Brazil right now. They're in the
Right, they're in the
finals. I think.
Right. It's same thing with basketball. Like sometimes, whatever. It's
Yeah,
so
we
it's
got
like,
our
oh,
season.
basketball, they just didn't go because they all hate America.
same thing in the winter. Like hockey, you don't get the best hockey players. They're playing hockey for their NHL teams, making
Yeah.
Maybe countries should reward the out of all the money we spend in this country, maybe we should give more money for the gold medal winners and try to incentivize them.
Here's what you do. You have to first make the Olympics more competitive.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? You even the playing field. You do less games, right?
Yeah.
And you have teams of 6. 3 guys, 3 girls from every country. That's all you're allowed. Send your best 3 guys,
To
best
every
3
sport.
girls. And we said the gender thing, we're not going to get into the other genders. And it's not because we don't appreciate transgendered folk. It's because other countries don't accept that shit. And the next thing we got a whole political thing. And then
Yeah, we don't do that.
we're just going to stay out of the mess.
Stick with the science.
Right, we're sticking with the science. So what I'm saying, you got teams of 6, and you have it's more of like a Hunger Games format rather than this bullshit Olympics. So it starts out with everybody sailing together, right?
So the same 3-man team or 3-woman team would do all the sports.
Everybody does your team's the sport team.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you send like the best, well-rounded athlete. Like right?
Yeah.
And then there's maybe we do 20 sports could happen, but only 10 happen. And then you make it like a version of like the Hunger Games meets The Greatest Race. Right? So they got to like sail to the first thing. Then they got to run to the next thing. Then they got to cycle together as a team, right? One of them goes down, they got to figure that out.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
and then they got to like your lightweight girl needs to fight our lightweight girl. Like our heavyweight girl needs to fight your heavy. Like everybody has standards to put up, and then like we know whose country has the hardest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's what the Olympics should be. Now, like, who really cares about any of these sports? 3v3 basketball? Oh,
artistic
you
swimming.
mean and one dunk jams, bro? Everybody would
Wait,
watch.
Did they move basketball to 3-on-3?
No,
No,
there's two versions.
Oh, jeez. That's stupid.
3v3? Why? What's wrong with just regular basketball? Baseball, softball, cycling, BMX, skateboarding, all that half-pipe shit. I think the only reason they have any of that stuff in there is because they were trying to compete with the X Games.
They're trying to get the viewership.
They're trying to get viewership.
Yeah.
And you know what would get viewership? Andrew Mann's Hunger Games.
Someone actually like
race.
on the brink of dying competing for their country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after you get on like a 3v3 fist fight,
Yeah.
or Jiu Jitsu, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. And you got to pick it up and go
you're
play
like,
golf.
oh man, that Chinese bitch was hard as fuck. Like she's definitely leading her team, but like we choke out all their guys. So it's like, what? Well, they got tough women there. Like we'll know what's going on. We got
Wait,
team fighting.
What is this?
Yeah, team fighting. TFC.
Is this an Olympic sport?
No, it
No.
should be though.
No, but I
It
think
should
this
be.
This is amazing. Have you ever seen this?
This is probably what Andrew is more.
Yeah, this is what I'm
that we
thinking.
should do.
Look at this, right?
Oh, are you guys gonna fight or?
Look at these boys,
Wait,
dude.
look.
This is exactly what I'm thinking.
This guy just pounds that dude and moves on to the next dude.
Yeah.
Starts pounding him.
Like you
Fucking
better,
awesome.
dude. You better not. Oh, look at they're
Oh.
just beating this guy. Oh man.
So many refs.
Wait, the rest just standing watching this dude getting pummeled.
This is Russia, dude. These are death or no.
Dude, so many refs.
All right, he's done.
He's like, he's done. He's done. You're out.
Oh my God, there's
Boom,
two guys
boom,
beating
boom,
one guy up.
just-
Oh no, they're jumping it.
Oh, they're kicking him in the head. Fight.
Yeah,
they won,
dude.
yeah,
10
boy.
shirts win.
That took
yeah.
45 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy just got.
This guy doesn't know where he is.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up? Goes over and socks him again.
There's no weight classes. Like the one dude's
No, that's what
100
I'm saying.
pounds
Like
heavier.
if we just put up,
the best. Well, there's more of them now.
because then it wouldn't just be Connor versus one per. Like,
Yeah.
like let's
like
see.
it.
This is living in a country is a team thing. We need to bring the team sense back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we sent like, dude, that guy Ron from the gym, who I was talking about, like I would send him.
Yeah, me too.
Ron's going.
Yeah, he looks like
That guy. That you should see that guy work out. I was like, dude, I don't know you, but should I ask you for your autograph? I was just like, dude, there's something you look like you're some sort of athlete. The guy's beast.
Yeah, guys got a set of legs on him,
Those gussets, dude.
dude.
He could squat a Mack truck. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like it.
Definitely
Awesome.
could though.
Yeah.
A Ron Romance, dude. You could look like Ron. You've got that. What's the body types? Where like I'm like a stick boy,
I don't know.
dude. If you started squatting, like, and then just like slowly like added a plate every couple weeks, all of a sudden John would just be jacked. His
That's what I'm
legs
gonna
would.
have to do. I'm gonna have to do a new workout regimen.
Yeah, I
ready
think
for this. You know,
need to just
tournament series.
go
bass
back
fishing.
into it slow.
Yeah.
Just get one of those half yoga
I
balls.
would say
Get
that
one of those half yoga balls and stand on the
I
side,
have one of them.
and then just like
rock around.
just rack around and just build your like thing
Sure.
up. You'll probably feel better. The problem is like when you get hurt like that, like when I did my shoulder,
You
it's
just
like it
don't-
just takes forever to
Yeah,
fuck. You just
you
like you're
can't
like,
do
is this
much.
ever gonna get better?
Yeah.
You just have to.
I could definitely see for all those out there, if you have chronic pain,
Yeah.
how you could become an alcoholic and a drug addict in like that, dude.
Yeah. I can understand
the
that.
chronic pain is
You just
brutal.
want relief.
You want some sort of relief. Like when I had back problems,
Mm.
I could get relief being still, and then it's when you move your muscles that it hurts. with the leg, it's like it's like constant pain.
Mm.
It's getting better, thankfully.
Yeah.
But people who don't get better, who just have, dude, that takes a serious amount of willpower not to. Just
You're a young chap,
go
and you
down
eat
the
Chipotle
fucking-
and drink water, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Full recovery.
Boom, we're gonna have full
Sata.
recovery. Squat.
Yeah, I don't know.
USA.
USA. That's why I wore the jacket.
Archery, I saw your bow in there. You been practicing more?
I think I need to go take it to get the
You need
The-
tightened
little
cams.
the little
Eyesight.
what's the eyesight thing?
People.
No, it's called something. The knock.
Oh yeah.
I need to get it. I think I need to get it.
What pound are you pulling there?
I think it's 65.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I've gotten it up there.
Can you make that one heavier?
Yeah. I think I can get it up to 7.
Have you seen them videos of those?
Gilmore shot it.
Yeah.
Did
Dude,
not
barely.
realize how much strength it takes.
I didn't
to
know it
pull
was
the
that
bow.
strong.
Oh, it's so hard.
Dude, I was like pulling it and I'm like, why isn't it
And
going
then
back?
It goes boing, and it springs on you. 'Cause the
Yeah,
cams
and
take over.
imagine like holding that, and like you're camping, you're cold, you're out in the wilderness.
Dude, some people built different.
Justin Reines posted his YouTube video. Did you see?
No, is it good?
Yeah, if you search on YouTube, Alaska alone.
Is it?
I'm pissed at you, Justin, because you shut the comments section off. I know what you're doing. You're avoiding commentary on your hunting videos, but there's tons of hunting videos on there.
Yeah.
I would say Justin Reines. You might need to add
Or
that.
Stag.
There it is down there. 127 views. 13 minutes long. It's pretty good. But we can get it started.
Speed walk.
We'll just let it.
Or no, yeah, just start it back over and have him do like the intro part. Yeah. I love this guy. So passionate.
You know what he needs? He needs an editor.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's so passionate.
Alaska, doing a solo bow hunt, do it yourself. After these beautiful animals, caribou. I'm gonna meet my pilot here, Zach, here in a few minutes. We're gonna take a plane out. Got all my pack. 10 days, water, food, tent. Should be fun. Cameras are rolling. Time to get after it.
His microphone sucks.
Yeah.
Did
I think his mic is on the camera.
Right. He needs to get one of those Rode. My neighbor does a lot of like filmography. Is that it?
Videography.
Yeah.
That's it.
Filmography will allow it.
We'll allow it.
He said that the Rode makes a wireless mic that plugs in. He says that thing is legit. So if I know we're looking. He says Rode makes a real. I'll have him send us the link. He says it's legit as fuck.
Word.
Yeah. I talked to
but-
Shannon, the tile chick, about
Yeah.
what she got, and she got something. I was like, this is pretty serious for doing stuff. I was like, I don't know if we need the. It was more so like Gilmore would use what she got for like filming maybe Ariel's thing or like a real show.
Yeah.
Even a step above that. It was like real serious microphone. I was like, kind of hoping she said something that was a little bit more affordable.
No, I think the Rodes are they plug right into the audio port and then it has like a Bluetooth or whatever. It's pretty good.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should try that.
The one she sent me was like $1,000 and you only get one mic.
Was it a
Oh,
boom mic?
No, it was like a one you wear.
Oh,
on the thing.
a little lav.
But if you get a chance, go check out Alaska Alone Stag Stalker.
Yeah, is this the
The one where
the one he submitted to the film festival?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this. I might have seen this.
You
before,
saw
yeah.
the first cut. He didn't edit much differently. He changed some of the colors and stuff around.
Yeah, a lot of the shots are beautiful though.
He
but,
just
All right,
he had a
so
hard time capturing like his struggle.
yeah.
Like he tried to capture his struggle.
there's a bear coming down on him right now. So
Yeah.
let's turn the volume back up.
He's coming quick.
Oh
I
jeez.
gotta watch out.
So the bear's like running down the hill at him right now. He's got it like he has the camera on the bear.
Oh,
Look
that's
how
real
close the bear is to him.
That's
He doesn't.
real
I don't even think he has a gun.
Listen,
Still shaking. That grizzly guy's like 50 yards.
like you could hear it in his voice. Like he is in Alaska.
By himself.
If that bear got him, nobody would find him.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. Like, could you imagine doing that by
They would
yourself?
just
Like,
find the film footage, which would be a hell of a like thing.
that'd be a story.
Yeah.
I wonder how, do you think post-mortem Justin would have let us release the footage?
Probably.
Yeah, right?
I hope he keeps doing this because he's super busy with scramble golf.
He's going hunting.
I
He's getting
know.
ready for a hunt
I
right
know,
now.
but he has a lot of responsibilities now, owning and having investors and doing a successful
yeah.
place. I don't know if he'll be able to relax as much. It'd be like one of us taking a month off. Be really hard for us to like enjoy that month. You know what I mean?
I often think about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, like the goal is for us to get there someday.
One day.
And I'm like kind of thinking, I'm like, sometimes I contemplate that. I'm like, I went away for a week and I was like checking my shit every day. I'm like, well,
It's really hard to relax.
where would I have to get mentally to be comfortable with doing that?
You'd have to have $1 million in the bank.
Yeah, probably.
If you had $1 million, decisions should always be made with $1 million, like as if you had $1 million in the bank. It's like, all right, let's make this decision. What's the best decision? I have $1 million in the bank because a lot of decisions are made from scarcity of money and resources. And if you had unlimited resources, you'd probably make better decisions, right?
Yeah.
So I always tell people that. I try to do the same thing. It's like, look, what's the best decision? Like, let's say we messed up on some cabinetry or we messed up on something in the house.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if I had $1 million in the bank, what's the best decision? And usually it falls on like delivering a better product.
Is the best decision usually the correct decision? Like, is that like?
Yeah.
It's like usually it's
very
it's
clear.
unanimous.
You
It's
take
unanimous.
money out of it,
Yeah.
and the decision's almost always unanimous of what you need to do.
Yeah. And it's usually always the harder decision.
Yeah.
That's why you have to take the step of taking the money
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah.
equation.
And then
How many minutes have you been recording, right? So we should probably definitely let everybody know at the beginning of this to listen to this minute of the show.
Because you also want to negotiate like you have $1 million in the bank too.
I'm
Or
good
for
at
some people, 10 million.
that
Yeah.
part. I'm good at like negotiating or gambling
Yeah.
and taking risk that way. Where I lack is like when we're hiring people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I see the people and their potential, and like I like to think that like people know, like be like, if I'm hiring you, you must know that I see something in you.
Right.
Right? So like my biggest thing is that like when people don't live up to that potential, it's so like it's like, dude, like I wouldn't even have started this journey with you or brought you into this show if I didn't think you had it in you. So the fact that you either don't have it in you or worse, you know you've got it and you're not doing it, I'm just like, ugh, that's the worst. That's probably like one of the worst feelings. It's like, dude, you have the world at your fingertips,
right?
And you just like can't get out of your own way, right? That seems like this, like the construction world. I don't know if it's just because we're in it that it feels like that. If we were maybe in a different beat, like we're in the media thing, and it kind of starting to feel like that too.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if like people realize that if they're worried about putting forth the effort because they don't think they're gonna get it back.
Fear of failure. People
Do
don't
you think it's failure or non-investment?
No, I think people are afraid to put their full out there because if they do fail, then they can be like, I failed even though I used my all. It has to come back to competition.
Then what? Then why does someone like say Tristan stepped up over the last like week, like very aggressively, which we've all been like.
He was not afraid of failing spraying or doing anything in the cabinet shop, maybe because he saw so many other mistakes being made.
Yeah,
so
he's like,
fuck it, this
what's
can't
the
hurt.
worst that could happen?
What's the worst going to happen? I have to do it over again? He's the one sanding it down when I make a mistake anyway.
Yeah, so like the worst thing
he's already doing it.
All on his own. Like people can do this though. It just kind of like you just simplify the situation where it's just like, is it really that much risk in this?
Yeah.
Like what's the worst that could happen? Like you don't get
you
paid?
get
Like,
to
okay, so you have to figure out how to you have to figure this out. It's like that's called surviving.
Yeah. I think
we've gotten away from what Justin is going out there and doing. People think that's surviving. But in reality, what we're doing, like people always think like, oh, you got to live. Well, living is surviving. Like you want to you have to survive before you thrive.
What Justin did was living. Going in Alaska, that's living. Because there's probably nowhere else he wanted to be in those moments than what he was doing. Yeah. That's true living.
He told me it was cold as shit at nighttime, though.
Yeah.
I would have been like, no. Pain. But you know what I'm saying?
What's the philosopher that said you live 2 lives and you start the other one and you realize you have 2 lives and you start the second one once you realize you only have 1 life, like something like that. I don't know what that saying is.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people are just going through the motions, living, doing the thing, and then they wake up and they're like 40, 50, and they're like, Well, that fucking sucked. Like,
That's
you're
what
in kindergarten. The whole goal is to get to first grade. You're in first grade. The whole goal is to get to second, third, fourth, fifth. You get to a senior in high school. The whole goal is to go to college. You get to
It's like
college.
you
The whole
never
goal is to
appreciate
get a job. You get a job, and then you realize like you're 40, and you're like, I feel the same as I did when I was 15. It's like you're always like, people are always moving to the next thing, and they're not like being like, okay, if you took us all down to the bare roots and took us all down to food, water, shelter, right? That's it. That's all you had to focus about. And you took all this bullshit away. Right, that's true instinctual living, and I think that's why like Justin likes that, because you get back to food, water, shelter, and nothing else matters in that moment, other than those things.
And everything's super simple.
Yeah, things simple. That's probably like when you went away on your trip, and you get back to the simplicity of like life in Upper New York.
Yeah, it was so
York.
simple.
It's like, dude, what are we like? Why are we running around sometimes with our heads cut off? Because life should be more simple. It should be about survival, because then you got to realize, like, what's the point? It's not to have fancy watches or cars.
And that's why we train jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Food, because survival.
Nothing's more like you can get choked and die very easily when a girl does it to you.
Yeah.
Or things like that. I think that I appreciate people that are willing to put themselves out there and
like
risk it, because they realize that it's not like that's what it's all about. What we do isn't weird to me, because they're like, what else would there be? Life would not be exciting or worth it. It wouldn't be worth living if there wasn't like this level of excitement. And then you're constantly pushing on like, well, we need more excitement. And people look at us like, well, what are they doing differently than me? It's like, we're not doing anything differently than you. We just made a conscious effort that like time is scarce. And we want to be excited as much of the time as we can.
Like, I started watching the show Yellowstone.
And we finally got into it.
I finally got into it. I was hesitant for a long time.
Was it painful?
It wasn't that bad. I watched like 3 episodes, like, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Right? Because the storyline's pretty fucking good, right?
We can't get past episode 1 in our house because the horse scene where the horses are in the first spoiler alert, first 15 fucking seconds of the thing, there's a horse trailer crash. And Ariel's like, oh my God, the poor horses. And then we just shut it off. So I've seen seasons 1 and 2. Ariel, I keep saying we should watch this. Ariel's like, but the animals get hurt.
To go back to, they're talking about the greatest concentration of wealth. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but there are a lot of billionaires in Montana that don't want to be known as billionaires because they want to get back to their roots of food, water, shelter.
Yeah,
right?
That makes sense. I think
the richer you get, probably the more that you want to go back to owning that farm. Or going back to the roots. Like my father-in-law went through the same thing. Like, he's successful as fuck. Bought a farm, loves it.
And now that's all he wants to do.
But all he wants to do is like give back to his family, like that purity of life of like being on a farm, and like it's very simple. And that I think the simplicity of life, sometimes you have to make a ton of money to get there to do that, right? Because it's just the way our society is. But I think the richer you get, the more simple you want life to be. And I think no one should forget that.
Yeah.
That's why poor people are happy as fuck.
Yeah, because
they don't have any other choice.
Yeah, they have no other choice but to
just go have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that, in speaking on its simplicity, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, they apparently don't shower.
That's simple. That's not good.
That's pretty simple.
What?
You don't even need to remember to shower.
Huh.
That's what got your attention?
Well, maybe go in the creek. And
I've been listening the whole time.
Oh, I don't know that. Yeah, I can't even see it.
Maybe go in the creek and like,
I don't know if that's true. I picked that up on the streets.
I think there's a lot of people that don't shower. A lot of people that don't shower. I don't know.
I don't wash my hair. Like, I don't shampoo every day.
You shouldn't.
You're not supposed to.
Well, like, that stuff's like, it's fucking chemicals in there.
There's
I don't need
chemicals and everything. Like,
my whole thing is like, what were people doing?
Squash.
I always ask myself, like,
Yeah,
what were
me too.
people doing before? Right. Anytime there's like a situation like this, like, well, what were we doing before? Like bras, right? That's a perfect one, like a bra. Like, what were we doing before bras?
Probably just wrapping it, and
Were they just taping
cloth.
boobs up?
Yeah.
They're probably just
No,
wrapping.
cloth.
It's
they're
actually
clothing
proven
it up.
fact. It's proven fact. I've read this. It's science that boobs hold up better over time without bras because your body naturally, like, the muscles maintain everything. But like with the support of the bra, your body's just like, we don't need to support these love muffins.
It goes up. These love muffins.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
I
a
get
thing. That's pretty simple.
You shouldn't
Going braless.
You shouldn't smell, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not trying to affect other people's simplicity.
But you don't necessarily have to wash your hair all the time.
No.
Just get the smell out for you.
Yeah. Keys, wallet, watch. Right?
Yeah.
That's all you need. You're right about that one.
Dude, that's what's up. I mean,
Damn, feels good to be back, though, you know?
whatever. Yeah.
You've been holding it down, dude. A lot of interviews.
I've been
You've been
trying.
interviewing
I had
hard.
I had to keep the steamship going while you were doing whatever you were doing. People were always like, "Well, what happened to John?" I'm like, "Oh, there's a variety of things that have happened.
lots of things happen.
It's depending on the day. I mean, did we have a bunch of fuck ups in John's fishing right now? Possibly.
Possibly.
Do we have a bunch of fuck ups in John's painting right now? Possibly.
Possibility.
Is John painting right now? Possibly. It's just
Doing
kind of.
both?
Is he doing both right now? Is he gonna leave to go like? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
No, I get it. I kind of had an appreciation for your paintings, fishing regimen, because I knew like you probably had a nice little system down. Like your house is really close to the
Really
shop,
close to the
so I
shop.
know you could probably go home, say hi to everybody, assess the scene real quickly with enough sunlight to get to the lake quicker. Because like when we're down here,
Yeah.
we're a half hour away from your
45
house.
minutes away. Well,
Yeah.
you're a half hour and then another like
Then
10.
a lake, then you got to
Yeah.
get to the lake. So by the time you get there, it's pretty late.
No, it's like you get done spraying 6 o'clock. You're like, all right, go home.
And
got,
I
like,
knew
2
this. I
hours.
knew that made spraying a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna get in the way of the dude fishing because he's spraying, and I know that's probably not the greatest. So if he wants to go fishing and not come back down here to have to go back up there,
Yeah.
I was zero offended.
No.
But
You did a good job.
we had some
You did
fellas
some
on the
great
show. We had some
stuff.
fellas on the
I haven't
show.
seen the brother episodes yet. Did those come out or not come out?
With Timmy?
Yeah.
Nah. He
Holding
didn't
those
say
ones.
anything.
Oh.
Yeah,
Never-
Bruce,
Bruce?
Timmy. Yeah, he
He
was.
hanging out.
He just hung out.
Oh.
I think he was gonna participate, and then he was just like,
Yeah.
What was that? The episode with Brendan?
Yeah.
He didn't really have much to contribute there because Brendan's like, you know,
About Brendan.
he's just Brendan.
Brendan's Brendan.
He's Brendan. You hear that?
Brendan.
I made him sound regal.
Yeah, you did.
The Brendan O'Sullivan.
Brendan O'Sullivan.
He was on the show.
I have a question for you guys because I know you guys are in the home business and stuff. How do you feel about these windows?
What the frick?
And like, how do you?
What's going on here?
How do you even do that?
Yeah, that's when I saw this, I was.
Corner.
Oh, I see what this is.
Yeah.
So the wall's framed in, and then the glass is on the edge of the house.
I got it.
That's kick-ass.
That's pretty cool.
That's very
That thing's
cool.
going to leak like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, is that safe or practical?
No, it's
How-
gonna
It's
leak- so-
not at all safe or practical. There'd have to be a lot of
Caulking.
whatever the resource is on that might be metal,
Yeah.
and the
Mhm.
windows might slide into that.
Like a channel.
And there's definitely
Cool as fuck looking.
it's
though.
really cool. I'd have to be able to give an honest answer. I'd have to see more detail on like what that actual edge is made out of. But if plainly saying if it's just glass against glass with a piece of glass over top and
Mhm.
and like a silicone product gluing them together, shit's gonna leak.
Yeah, we should try that. That's pretty cool though.
What do you mean? Just glue some glass
No,
together?
you can see. Yeah, we just do that.
We're kind of doing that. No, we're not. Not actually even close.
Oh.
We're doing a really cool window project in a house in Pipersville. That the world will never see.
There's a skylight.
But the skylight that we're putting in that
Kinda
house
similar.
has made me kind of like, wow, we can do stuff like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the client's very private, and he wanted kind of like a faux observatory feel, I guess,
Mhm.
kind of window. And Ryan was able to build him like
That.
this like structure kind of thing. It's kind of like a
Oh,
lighthouse,
it's
I
the
guess.
one that goes around like.
Yeah, it kind of like goes
yeah, yeah.
around like a circular kind of sense, and it's really cool.
That's sick.
It's really cool. It gave me a lot of ideas for like things we could do in the future,
Mhm.
like down in the city.
You just have to have creative clients that want stuff like that.
Or you have to have 5 or 6 lots in an area where creative clients might want to live in,
Yeah, that's true. We do.
and just build them yourself, and then they will come.
They will come
So
to the swords.
to the swords, yeah, we're gonna ta-da! In conclusion of this episode. Ta-da! Ta-da!
You know what we should do? I got a good guest. Bobby, if you're listening, I know Bobby always listens.
Bobby Wachman.
Him and Steve have been doing the saltwater fishing tournament series.
It's the white
They've been
marlin.
Yeah, they've been
something
doing a ton
open.
of them, right?
Yeah.
There's Atlantic
It's
City
called
has
some-
one,
yeah.
Cape May has one, But those
They saw Michael Jordan's boat.
dude, they've been following. They did one in OBX down in the Outer Banks. He was there.
They took the boat all the way down there?
No, he had he jumped on another team down there.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I'd love because those tournaments are expensive to enter.
Well, I'd like
ton
to talk
of
to
fuel.
Bobby.
We bring Bobby and Steven and talk to them about their fishing experiences, dude.
You got to we got to all make a pack though. We got to wear nice sneakers if Bobby's coming though.
That's true. I gotta order some nice sneakers.
Bobby's got those boots, Bobby's Boots. That's what we call his YouTube channel.
Yo, Bobby Boots.
Yeah,
Bobby
I hear,
Boot.
I hear
It doesn't
he's a
actually
collector.
exist.
So Bobby, if you're listening, there's
But
the
Bobby.
invitation.
But seriously, Bobby.
Come on, you're
Talking
our
to you.
biggest fan.
He is. I don't know that. I think Sonny might be.
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, shout out
Yeah.
Sonny.
Shout out Sonny.
Sonny's a pretty good fan.
Followed up Tristan in the shop.
Yeah.
He is now fully in control of the radio of the shop. I don't know how
Yep.
he negotiated that.
Well, he just gets in there earlier than the other dude.
Yeah, so Tristan says he's been listening to the show
That's
on
why it's like,
speed.
dude, we
so.
got to sell more cabinets. We just got to keep him in there because he seems really happy in there.
Yeah, he's really crushing it.
He's learning from the other dude that's like a sensei. Like he's got it.
Sensei Kurt.
Sensei Kurt learning.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Kurt taught him how to paint.
yeah.
Like quietly.
I was gonna give Kurt more of like a Native American name, but Sensei works.
Sensei. Dovetail.
Yes,
Dovetail Kurt.
Dovetail. That's what I was gonna go with. Something like that.
Don't
Yeah.
tell Kurt.
It wasn't Dovetail, but now and
Something like that.
we're going with Dovetail.
Yeah.
It's Dovetail.
Biscuit Kurt.
Biscuit. Come over here, biscuits. Come over here and put on this Dovetail. I think Dovetail works.
Dovetail Kurt.
Don't tell, yeah.
Yeah, it comes in yelling at Tristan. Were you on the table saw? Listen here, Dovetail.
No, easy.
Whoa. He'll go full red face
Yeah.
if you call him Dovetail.
Yeah.
And when he's like hot.
He's hot.
We'll try it out. But if you enjoyed this episode, hit subscribe. We're going to start charging a fee for the show. It's called subscribing
Yeah.
and then telling a friend.
Yeah, there are way too many people listening that have not subscribed.
There's so many people
we
that
see
listen.
you. We know
we
who you
know
are.
you guys listen.
Yeah.
And why
Andrew
can't you
has
just
tracked you down?
We know it. Click the goddamn subscribe. It's red for a reason. Be a bull. Hit the button.
You could even win a fucking GoPro.
Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button before Friday.
That's it. We've removed all other instructions. Just hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
That's it. Hit that.
It's really like if you get value, pay us back.
By hitting
Subscribe. Let
subscribe.
us know what you're doing. And then share us with a friend. That's how you pay in full.
Yeah, exactly.
Share us with a friend. Because if you're getting value, don't be fucking
You know what it
selfish.
is? Drunk shares. You listen to this drunk?
Drunk shares.
Drunk share.
Just drunk share through the whole phone book.
Right?
Boom. Hit them all.
Yeah, you know what? Just like take one of our videos. Just share it to your whole friends list.
That's it.
Rate this video 1 to 10. Let me know about my friends here. And if they say not good things about us,
Fuck them.
fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But one of those people you share with might enjoy it and get a good laugh. Maybe they're thinking about, maybe they got suicidal tendencies and you share a nice funny video about Joe Teresi pooping in a bucket and they're
Yeah,
like, well,
bro.
my life's not that bad.
I didn't have to poop in a bucket today.
I didn't have to poop in a bucket
Exactly.
today, and that's kind of funny. I really like these guys.
There you
Life's
go.
looking up. I might win a GoPro. Go fucking just hit the subscribe button. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening.
Peace out.
Yes.
Head out.